It is January 2nd, and it is time to look at everything I am going to read in the month of January, or planning on it for the second time. Hey everyone, my name's Amanda and I'm the Fun Size Reader, and this is actually the second time I'm recording this video. Yesterday when I was recording, I got a notification on my computer that my disk was almost full, and it kind of like sent me into panic mode because I didn't want to not be able to finish what I was doing. So when I went to transfer everything to my hard drive right after I recorded, I forgot that I recorded 3 videos instead of 2 videos, and I deleted January TBR and then emptied my trash. So it was gone. We could not recover it. It is what it is. And here I am. I am a little happy that this happened because, to be completely honest with you, the video I recorded yesterday was an absolute shit show. I had no rhyme or reason to what I was saying. I think I was really tired and flustered, especially after getting that disk notification. So it's probably better that I am re-recording it. I'm going to try to have my thoughts a little bit more thought out. I finished December in a little bit of a reading slump. I was not reading anything pretty much for the last week and a half of the month. The burnout at the end of December was really, really real for me. I was just tired from the holidays. I didn't want to do anything. I've been binge watching TV, and my books and my Kindle have been neglected a little bit. Now, I don't know if any of you have noticed on my Goodreads that I did technically finish one book. It was like right at the end of December, beginning of January. And so it's going to count for my January Goodreads ratings, whatever. And I haven't posted a video on that yet. So if you're looking for my review for Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score, it is coming. I am going to record it today. But that's really the only thing that I have read. So you'll see that that is in my January. I didn't put it on this TBR video because I technically finished it before I recorded this for the second time. But because of the slump and because I have really wanted to make sure to start off January strong, I want to go into January doing a nice little flip-flop. I really felt like I needed a palate cleanser. I needed something to get my mind out of that burnout, out of that recovery time. So I've been really drawn to contemporary romances. My problem is I posted my video of my anticipated reads for January 2023 yesterday. Those books that are coming out for this month are not here yet. So it makes it really difficult to do kind of an every other switch off between fantasy romance and contemporary romance that I want to do. So we'll see if that back and forth actually happens, but that's my goal. I definitely know that I'm going to be reading the book club book for January and giving you a little bit of a hint, a little teaser, because that is not going to be announced until tomorrow at book club at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Tuesday, January 3rd. It is a fantasy book. It is a fantasy romance. I know I'm going to read that, so that's going to have to fit in my flip-flop back and forth. As far as contemporary romances go, the ones that I'm looking forward to have a couple issues with them. First is Exes and O's by Amy Lee. I really liked her first book, and I'm looking forward to this second book in her series. Something about the book to me screams Valentine's Day. Probably just the cover and the way that it looks, but it screams Valentine's Day. I don't know if I should read it in January and give you guys the review so that you can read it in February, or if I should push it to February. I don't know. If you have a preference, let me know in the comments. I also want to read Final Offer by Lauren Asher, but that one doesn't come out until the last day of January. So I guarantee that is going to be pushed to next month. I'm not going to read it in a day. I'm for sure not going to read it in a day. And last week, I went to Barnes & Noble while they were having the big hardcover sale. Of course, I didn't find any hardcovers that I wanted. They didn't have anything that I wanted, so I was really disappointed in that. I did get some paperbacks. They were having a buy one, get one 50% off sale, and I stuck with contemporary romance on that one. From the Queen of Slow Burns, I got From Lukov with Love by Mariana Zapata. This is a long book. as are Mariana's books. I want to read this. It's got I think it's hockey or ice skating. I don't know. There's a blade on the back. I can't remember which one it is. So it's got that winter feel. So I feel like this would be a really good January book. So I'm really going to try to get to this one. Then I got Addicted to You. I've seen this one all over the place. People really love it. It's not that long. It's like more my speed of the length of a typical romance book. I'm interested in it. I may get to this one. I may not. I'm not sure. I haven't decided. There's something about it that's like making me curious, but then another part of me is like, ooh, is it going to be too heavy for you? Is it going to be too much? I don't know. We'll see. Then we go into fantasy, and this book actually came out in November, but it's been just kind of chilling, waiting for Bookmas to be over. We all know that I love this author and have read all of her books, so I really would like to get to Saint by Adrienne Young. This is the prequel to Fable, okay? This is about her father back in time. And so I really want to know Saint's story. Adrienne and her covers, they just suck me in. So I'm hoping to get to this one to start out or to continue on with my fantasy flip-flop. Then I have the Ties That Bind series, and I have been reading it. I read the first one in November. I read the second and third one in December, and I'm currently reading the fourth one. But you guys know how I am with my stories and my series. I have to break them up. So I can't just dive in and finish the whole series. Otherwise, I feel like it feels repetitive and it feels like too much for me. I don't know if I'm going to be finishing the Ties That Bind series this month or if I'm just going to continue on with it. But I am continuing. I'm halfway through book 4 right now. And then there are a bunch of indie published books that have been on my list or are coming out soon that I might want to get to. The first one is The War of Wrath and Ruin by Emily Blackwood. And I have read Emily's previous books. She is currently writing like a demon romance right now. This one specifically is book 3 in the Fae of Raywith series that she wrote starting last year. I really like Emily. I like supporting her, so I definitely want to get to her book. I also really want to read The Last Storm by J.D. Linton. I've been seeing this one a lot, and I'm really curious. A lot of people have put it on their favorite fantasy reads of 2023, so I want to read it. And then there's The Serpent and the Wings of Night, and I have heard such great things about this book. The only thing that is stopping me from reading it is that it looks really, really long. I'm hesitant, but the significant amount of 5-star reviews for this book is kind of pushing it to the forefront. I don't know. Long books feel very intimidating to me right now, which is why From Lukov with Love looks really intimidating and The Serpent looks really intimidating. I need to get past this long books, especially going into the beginning of the month. But when you're in a slump, anything that's really long just seems so daunting. So I have to get past it. We'll see if that happens this month. Then I was actually really excited to be chosen for the ARC team for Nicole, I am going to butcher your last name. I've never actually heard you say it, so I'm going to screw it up. I'm sorry. It's going to happen. Was chosen to read The Curse of Ophelia by Nicole Platania. And this book is coming out in February. I believe the release date is February 7th. I've been following Nicole's process and progress in her book for a while now, and I'm really excited to read book 1. I've been seeing so many reviews coming in from other people on her ARC team saying they really, really love it. So I'm really anxious to read it, and hopefully I'll be getting that review out to you prior to the release date so that you can pre-order it if you want to. I'm not giving my January any expectations as to how many books I'm going to get through. I'm really just going to try to get through as many as possible. I just updated my Goodreads goal, which that's going to be a whole nother video. I'll go over my 2023 reading goals in another video, so make sure you look out for that. I'm not going to put parameters on how many books I want to read this month to start January off strong. I just really want to get out of my slump and get moving on that January number so that we can just keep cruising through. Make sure to leave me a comment. Let me know what book you are most excited to read this month. I will put the links for everything that I talked about today in this video down in the description below. And don't forget, you can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at The Fun Size Reader. See you guys next time. Woo! Let's not delete this one.